Imagine this. Everything we thought we knew about the universe is suddenly turned upside down. The laws of physics, the very principles that guide our understanding of reality, are being rewritten right before our eyes. It may sound like the plot of a science fiction novel, but it's not. Something extraordinary has just happened that forces us to rethink everything. On a quiet day at exactly 14 UTC, a European spacecraft known as the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or JUICE, made a revelation so mind-boggling that it sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The spacecraft transmitted 122 high-resolution images of an interstellar object called 3I Atlas. At first glance, it appeared to be just another rogue comet wandering aimlessly through space. But upon closer inspection, those images revealed something that defied all expectations. Jets of material were erupting from the object's dark, frozen hemisphere, the side facing away from the Sunday, and this wasn't just a minor anomaly. This was something unprecedented, something completely out of place. We know a lot about comets. They are supposed to be simple, passive bodies drifting through the vast emptiness of space. The sun's heat causes their ice to turn into gas, and this gas escapes, forming a tail. This process occurs on the sunlit side. The night side of a comet? That should remain completely frozen and inert. Yet, the images from JUICE's Janus camera told a very different story. Bright, clearly defined jets were firing from the dark side of the object, from the side facing away from the Sunday. This is impossible by our current understanding of comet physics. At first, this might sound like a mistake, a visual illusion, or a simple glitch in the spacecraft's instruments. But when you dig deeper, the implications are staggering. The fact that jets are emerging from the shadowed side of the object means something active is at work. There's a propulsion system at play, something we can't explain with our current understanding of natural science. This object isn't behaving like a comet, it's behaving like something engineered, like something intelligent. The more we analyze the data, the clearer it becomes that we're no longer looking at a passive natural object. 3I Atlas is moving at a staggering speed of nearly 66 kilometers per second. But as it approaches Jupiter, it's doing something extraordinary, it's slowing down, and this isn't a random, chaotic slowing down like we might expect from a comet. This is deliberate. This is controlled. In aerospace engineering, objects don't just slow down on their own. Only engineered systems can control their deceleration with such precision. This raises the possibility that 3I Atlas is not a comet at all. It's something else? A spacecraft, perhaps? An object designed with an incredible level of sophistication. This theory is further bolstered by the data that shows the presence of methane concentrations 11 times higher than any comet ever observed in our solar system. Methane should disperse quickly in space, but the methane around 3I Atlas is not fading away. It's consistently being produced. This points to the possibility that the methane is being deliberately used, perhaps as part of an active propulsion system. This is not a random discovery. It's another clue suggesting that 3I Atlas is far more than it appears. Even more perplexing are the traces of ionized nickel detected in the jets. Nickel is a rare element in comets, often used in high-temperature alloys that are crucial for engines and reactors. But finding ionized nickel in a comet-like object, one that should be made of ice, is akin to discovering molten steel inside a glacier. This isn't random outgassing. What we're seeing is likely the result of an engineered process, a propulsion system in action, perhaps using a method known as ablative propulsion. This is a system in which material from the object itself is intentionally vaporized to generate thrust, much like the way spacecraft maneuver through space. The more we dig into this mystery, the clearer it becomes. 3I, Atlas is not a natural object. It's something else entirely. And as we move forward, we have to ask ourselves, what is its purpose? Why is it behaving this way? What's driving it toward Jupiter? The answers to these questions could change everything we thought we knew about space, propulsion, and the very nature of interstellar travel. Stay with us as we continue to unravel the mystery of 3I Atlas and what it might mean for our understanding of the universe. As we delve deeper into the mystery surrounding 3I Atlas, the picture becomes even more intriguing. The object is clearly not behaving like any natural comet we've encountered. This isn't just a cosmic wanderer drifting through space. It's moving with a sense of purpose, precision, and, dare we say, intelligence. We're now seeing that the jets are not random or chaotic. They are deliberate. They are firing forward, not randomly, but in such a way that suggests a carefully calculated maneuver. And what's even more extraordinary is the fact that these jets are coming from the dark side of the object, the side facing away from the sunday. In the world of aerospace engineering, this kind of maneuver is known as braking. It's the process of expelling material in the opposite direction of travel in order to slow down or change trajectory. This isn't something that natural objects do. It's something engineered systems can do with precision. And the data suggests that 3I Atlas is doing exactly that, actively adjusting its velocity. It's shedding speed at just the right moment, which could allow it to align itself with Jupiter's immense gravitational field. But it doesn't stop there. The PEP instrument aboard JUICE detected an incredible concentration of ionized nickel within the jets. As we've discussed before, nickel is not something you typically find in the composition of icy comets. In fact, finding ionized nickel in an object like 3I Atlas is like discovering a high-performance engine inside a block of ice. This further suggests that we are dealing with something engineered, something built with technology far beyond what we have today. Could 3I Atlas be using a system that harnesses magnetic fields to control its propulsion? If so, we're witnessing a level of sophistication that challenges everything we know about space technology. But let's dive deeper into the implications of these findings. These focused, controlled jets of material aren't just releasing gas, they're releasing it in a way that's perfectly aligned with the object's path. The way these jets are firing indicates an incredibly high degree of control. The fact that they are not irregular, that they pulse with a rhythmic regularity, suggests that the object is operating with a timing mechanism that allows it to apply thrust only when necessary. This isn't a random process. It's deliberate, calculated action designed to adjust the object's trajectory with precision. What's even more remarkable is how 3I Atlas is using the very forces of the solar system to its advantage. As it approaches Jupiter, it's not just falling into the planet's gravitational well, it's actively adjusting its path, slowing down at the right moment to ensure that it doesn't just pass by. Instead, it's setting itself up to be captured by Jupiter's gravity. In doing so, 3I Atlas is not simply a passive object being pulled in by gravity, it is engaging with the forces around it in real time. This level of control is far beyond anything we've seen in nature. This brings us to a critical realization. 3I Atlas is not just a rogue object passing through our solar system, it's an entity on a mission. It's actively interacting with its environment, adjusting its trajectory, and positioning itself in the perfect place to be captured by Jupiter's gravity. And as we continue to gather data, It's becoming increasingly clear that this object is not just another comet, it's something far more sophisticated, perhaps even a spacecraft designed to engage with the forces of space itself. But the mystery deepens. If 3I Atlas is actively engaging with Jupiter's gravity, this suggests that the object's mission goes beyond mere observation. It's adjusting its path in order to set itself up as a permanent resident of the Jovian system. And that's something we've never seen before. Normally, interstellar objects pass through our solar system and continue their journey into the void. But 3I Atlas is doing something different. It's positioning itself to stay, to remain in orbit around Jupiter. And that raises the question, why? Why would 3I Atlas choose to settle in Jupiter's orbit? Why not continue its journey through the cosmos? The answer could lie in the unique advantages Jupiter offers. With its massive gravity, powerful magnetic field, and numerous moons, Jupiter is a prime vantage point for observing the entire solar system. From its position, 3I Atlas could monitor the inner planets, track the movements of asteroids, and observe the electromagnetic activity in the solar system. This strategic location would allow 3I Atlas to keep a close eye on everything, potentially collecting data on our planet, our technology, and the rest of the solar system. As we piece together the evidence, it becomes increasingly likely that 3I Atlas is not just an object in space, it's a piece of technology designed to observe, catalog, and monitor the solar system. Its advanced propulsion system, its controlled jets, and its precise interaction with Jupiter's gravity suggests that it's actively engaged in some form of surveillance. And if this is true, then we have to ask ourselves, how long has 3I Atlas been watching us? And could there be others like it out there, quietly observing, monitoring, and studying? The discovery of 3I Atlas forces us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about the universe. We are no longer at the center of our own story. We may be part of a much larger, more complex narrative, one that involves advanced technology, interstellar surveillance, and perhaps even civilizations beyond our understanding. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. We are just scratching the surface, and the more we uncover about 3I Atlas, the more it seems that the universe is far more active, intentional, and populated than we ever imagined. As 3I Atlas moves closer to Jupiter, the intrigue surrounding this object deepens even further. We are witnessing something that no one could have predicted, a piece of technology operating in our solar system with a level of sophistication far beyond anything we have developed. The behavior of 3I Atlas is not just an anomaly, it is a deliberate and calculated process unfolding before our eyes. It's a revelation that could fundamentally alter our understanding of space, propulsion, and intelligence itself. Let's focus on the behavior of 3I Atlas as it nears Jupiter. It's actively adjusting its trajectory, slowing down at just the right moment to ensure it enters the planet's gravitational field. This maneuver is unlike anything we've ever observed in natural objects. Normally, objects that pass through the solar system, like comets or asteroids, maintain their velocity only affected by gravity when they pass close enough to a massive body. But 3I Atlas is doing the opposite. It's shedding velocity, deliberately positioning itself for capture by Jupiter's gravity. This is not random. This is calculated, intelligent behavior suggesting that 3I Atlas is not merely a passive object but a highly advanced piece of technology. But what's even more remarkable is the propulsion system at work. The forward-facing jets detected by the Jewish spacecraft are not just slowing down the object, they are precisely controlling its movement. These jets are not the chaotic outgassing of a comet. They are narrow, focused beams, firing in a controlled manner. This suggests that 3I Atlas is using a system of magnetic fields to direct and shape the propulsion, much like how spacecraft use engines to navigate through space. And what's even more incredible is the fact that the jets appear to be synchronized with the object's rotation. This level of precision is unheard of in natural objects, and it strongly points to the involvement of advanced technology. Now, consider this. The energy required to generate such controlled jets is staggering. We're talking about a propulsion system that is so advanced, it operates at a level of efficiency and control far beyond what we currently possess. The ability to control a spacecraft's movement using jets in such a precise manner suggests a deep understanding of physics, engineering, and space travel. 3I Atlas isn't just a passive object moving through space. It's a highly engineered system capable of interacting with its environment, adapting to gravitational forces, and positioning itself in a way that no natural object ever could. What's even more astounding is the fact that 3I Atlas seems to be responding to the forces around it, adjusting its trajectory in real time. The data suggests that the object is aware of its environment and is actively modifying its path based on the conditions it encounters. This is not the behavior of a random interstellar object. It's a calculated, intelligent process likely carried out by a sophisticated onboard system designed to manipulate the object's trajectory and ensure it achieves its goal, capture by Jupiter's immense gravity. At this point, it's becoming increasingly difficult to deny that 3I Atlas is a piece of technology, not just a rogue object drifting through space. The precision of its movements, the controlled propulsion system, and the interactions with Jupiter's gravity all point to one conclusion. We are dealing with an engineered system, a spacecraft, or something designed with a level of sophistication far beyond anything humanity has ever developed. And as we continue to analyze the data, it becomes clearer that the implications of this discovery are nothing short of staggering. As 3I Atlas inches closer to Jupiter, we can't help but wonder, what is its purpose? Why is it positioning itself for capture by the gas giant? Is it simply observing, cataloging, and monitoring the solar system, or is there a deeper mission at play here? The answer may be beyond our current understanding, but one thing is clear. This is no ordinary object. It's a deliberate, intelligent force, and its presence in our solar system is forcing us to confront a new reality. As we continue to study 3I Atlas, we're left with more questions than answers. Why is it behaving this way? Why is it interacting with Jupiter's gravity so precisely? And most importantly, what is its ultimate goal? The mystery deepens with every passing moment, and the more we uncover, the more it seems like we are on the verge of a discovery that could change everything we thought we knew about the universe. Stay tuned, because the journey of 3I Atlas is far from over. The data we've gathered so far is just the beginning. We are on the cusp of understanding something far greater than ourselves, and as we continue to piece together the puzzle, we may be on the verge of answering some of the most profound questions about the nature of intelligence, technology, and life in the cosmos. As 3I Atlas continues its journey toward Jupiter, we are witnessing an unprecedented cosmic event that challenges the very foundation of our understanding of space. With every piece of data that comes in, the evidence grows stronger. 3I Atlas is not just an interstellar object passing through our solar system. It is a piece of technology operating with purpose, precision, and an intelligence that we have yet to fully comprehend. This object, which was once thought to be a simple comet, is revealing itself to be something far more sophisticated, something that seems to be interacting with the very forces that govern our solar system. We've already established that 3I Atlas is slowing down as it nears Jupiter. This deliberate deceleration is a key piece of evidence suggesting that this object is not a random, chaotic body in space. The precision with which 3I Atlas is shedding its velocity indicates a level of control that we would expect from an engineered system. But what's even more remarkable is the way this object is positioning itself. It's not just approaching Jupiter's gravity well passively. It's actively adjusting its course, ensuring that it enters the planet's gravitational sphere in a way that allows it to be captured by the giant gas planet's immense gravity. This level of control is extraordinary. In the natural world, objects don't simply adjust their paths to align with the forces around them. They are subject to the laws of physics, yes, but they don't actively choose to adjust their course. 3I Atlas, on the other hand, appears to be making a conscious decision to slow down and alter its trajectory, all in preparation for its encounter with Jupiter. This is not random. This is deliberate action, and it's becoming clearer that we are witnessing something engineered, something that has been designed with this very purpose in mind. But the propulsion system is where things get even more interesting. We know that 3I Atlas is using forward-facing jets to control its velocity. These jets aren't the irregular bursts of gas you would expect from a comet. Instead, they are narrow, focused streams of material, suggesting that the object is using a highly controlled propulsion system. The presence of ionized nickel in the jets points to the use of advanced technology, specifically a propulsion system that uses magnetic fields to direct and shape the exhaust. This isn't the behavior of a comet. This is the behavior of a spacecraft designed to navigate through space with incredible precision. As 3I Atlas draws closer to Jupiter, we can't help but wonder, what is its ultimate goal? Why is it making these deliberate adjustments? Is it simply observing, cataloging, and monitoring the solar system, or is there something more to this mission? The fact that it's positioning itself for capture by Jupiter suggests that 3I Atlas is not just passing through, it's here to stay. It's becoming a permanent part of Jupiter's system, and that raises some intriguing possibilities. Could 3I Atlas be a form of surveillance? As it settles into orbit around Jupiter, it will have a perfect vantage point to observe the entire solar system. From its position, it could monitor the movements of the planets, track asteroids, and even listen for signals emitted by our technology. Jupiter's powerful magnetic field and numerous moons offer an ideal base for observation. And if 3I Atlas is indeed a sentinel, then it could be here to monitor us, to track the progress of our civilization and study our activities from a distance. This idea of surveillance, however, raises even more questions. If 3I Atlas is a sentinel monitoring our solar system, then it's possible that it's not alone. Could there be more objects like it scattered throughout the solar system, quietly watching us without our knowledge? The thought is both unsettling and awe-inspiring. We've always believed that interstellar objects are simply passive bodies drifting through space, but 3I Atlas is proving us wrong. It's not just a rock or a comet. It's a highly advanced piece of technology, and it's here for a purpose. As we continue to analyze the data, the evidence piles up. The jets, the ionized nickel, the rhythmic pulses of energy, all of these point to the same conclusion. 3I Atlas is a highly engineered system, and its purpose is far from clear. Is it monitoring us? Is it studying the solar system? Or is there something even bigger at play? We may not have the answers yet, but what we do know is that we are witnessing a groundbreaking discovery, one that challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe. The implications of this discovery are immense. If 3I Atlas is part of a larger network of advanced technology, it suggests that we are not alone in the cosmos. We've always assumed that we were the pinnacle of intelligence in the universe, but what if we've been wrong? What if there are civilizations far more advanced than our own, monitoring us from afar? The discovery of 3I Atlas forces us to reconsider our place in the universe, and it opens the door to the possibility that we are just one small piece of a much larger cosmic puzzle. As 3I Atlas continues its journey toward Jupiter, we are left with more questions than answers. But one thing is certain, this is just the beginning. The mysteries surrounding this object are far from solved, and as we continue to observe and analyze the data, we may uncover even more secrets about the true nature of 3I Atlas and the technology behind it. As we continue to observe 3I Atlas and analyze the incoming data, one thing becomes increasingly clear. This object is no ordinary visitor to our solar system. The way it is behaving, the way it is interacting with Jupiter's gravity and its powerful magnetic field suggests that we are dealing with something far more sophisticated than anything we've encountered before. This object is not just passing through, it's positioning itself, actively adjusting its trajectory and speed in a way that no natural object in space could ever achieve. We've already seen that 3I Atlas is slowing down in a controlled manner as it approaches Jupiter, shedding velocity at the perfect moment to ensure it enters the planet's gravitational field. But the behavior doesn't stop there. The object is also interacting with Jupiter's immense magnetosphere. The interaction between 3I Atlas and Jupiter's magnetic field raises even more questions. It suggests that 3I Atlas is not simply drifting through space, it's engaging with its environment in real time, responding to the forces around it in a way that we've never seen before. This is not something we would expect from a comet, an asteroid, or any natural object. Objects in space are typically subject to gravitational forces, but they don't have the ability to adjust their paths or interact with magnetic fields like 3I Atlas is doing. The object is clearly using some form of propulsion, likely magnetic or advanced ion propulsion, to control its movements, and this level of precision and control is far beyond anything we have developed ourselves. The presence of ionized nickel in the jets is another piece of the puzzle that suggests 3I Atlas is using a highly advanced propulsion system. Nickel, as we know, is a rare element in comets and is often found in high-performance alloys used in spacecraft engines. The fact that this element is present in the jets further supports the idea that 3I Atlas is not a natural object, but rather an engineered system. This discovery, while fascinating, raises even more questions. What kind of propulsion system is capable of generating such powerful jets without leaving behind any visible exhaust? What kind of energy is powering this system? As we continue to investigate, we also see that the jets are not emitting material in random bursts. Instead, the jets are focused and controlled, firing in precise intervals. This points to the involvement of a magnetic field likely generated by the object itself to direct and shape the exhaust. In essence, 3I Atlas appears to be using advanced electromagnetic propulsion, a technology that we haven't yet fully understood, but one that seems to operate with an immense level of efficiency. The more we learn about 3I Atlas, the more it seems like we are dealing with a piece of technology far beyond our capabilities. The precision with which it controls its propulsion, the way it interacts with Jupiter's gravity, and the presence of ionized nickel in the jets all point to one conclusion. 3I Atlas is not just a passive object in space, it's an active, intelligent entity, and it is operating with a clear purpose. As the object continues its journey toward Jupiter, we can only speculate about what that purpose might be. Is 3i Atlas on a mission of observation, cataloging the solar system and monitoring our activities? Or is it something more complex, something far more advanced? We may never know for sure, but what is clear is that this is an extraordinary discovery, one that forces us to rethink everything we know about space, technology, and the possibility of intelligent life beyond Earth. The implications of this discovery are far-reaching. If 3i Atlas is indeed a piece of technology, it suggests that we are not the only intelligent beings in the cosmos. For centuries, we've looked to the stars and wondered whether we are alone. And now, for the first time, we have definitive evidence that we may not be alone after all. 3i Atlas challenges our understanding of what's possible, and it raises the very real possibility that there are advanced civilizations out there monitoring us and the solar system in ways we can't even begin to comprehend. What's even more astonishing is that 3i Atlas seems to be positioning itself for a long-term stay in Jupiter's system. This isn't just a flyby, it's actively engaging with the forces around it, adjusting its trajectory and slowing down in preparation for capture by Jupiter's immense gravity. And once it settles into orbit, it will have the perfect vantage point to observe and monitor everything happening within the solar system. This suggests that 3i Atlas is not just an interstellar object passing through, it's a sentinel, sent to observe and perhaps even interact with the forces at play in our solar system. And the story doesn't end there. As we continue to study 3i Atlas and its behavior, we may uncover even more secrets. We may begin to understand the technology behind its propulsion system, the forces that govern its movements, and perhaps even its ultimate purpose. But for now, we are left with the knowledge that this discovery is just the beginning. Stay tuned, because as the mystery of 3i Atlas unfolds, we'll continue to uncover new insights that could change our understanding of the universe forever. As 3i Atlas approaches its final destination in Jupiter's orbit, we find ourselves at the precipice of a discovery that could change humanity's understanding of the cosmos forever. The more we learn about this object, the more it becomes apparent that we are not dealing with a simple interstellar body drifting through space. What was once considered a comet is now clearly something much more complex, much more intentional. 3i Atlas is a masterpiece of engineering, its behavior exhibiting a level of sophistication that seems to transcend anything we've seen in the natural world. The most striking aspect of this discovery is the object's ability to precisely control its velocity and trajectory. As we've seen, 3i Atlas is actively slowing down as it nears Jupiter, shedding velocity at the exact moment it needs to in order to be captured by the planet's gravity. This is not a natural process. Objects in space don't just slow down on their own unless there is a system in place to control their deceleration. And the fact that 3i Atlas is making this maneuver with such precision suggests that it's using a highly advanced propulsion system, one that is likely beyond our current understanding. The behavior of 3i Atlas isn't limited to just its velocity control. The object is also interacting with Jupiter's magnetic field in a way that we've never seen before. By using its propulsion system, 3i Atlas appears to be harnessing the planet's magnetic forces to adjust its path, as if it's using the magnetosphere as a tool to guide its movement. This level of control and sophistication is beyond anything we've achieved in space exploration, suggesting that the technology behind 3i Atlas is far more advanced than anything humanity has ever developed. And the evidence continues to pile up. The presence of ionized nickel in the jets, the controlled nature of the propulsion, and the rhythmic pulses of energy All of these point to one conclusion: 3I Atlas is not a comet. It is a highly engineered system, and it is operating with a purpose. But what is that purpose? Why has 3I Atlas chosen to settle into orbit around Jupiter, and what is its mission? The data suggests that 3I Atlas is not just observing the solar system. It is positioning itself in a way that suggests it is becoming a permanent resident of Jupiter's system. And from this vantage point, it could monitor everything: planets, moons, asteroids, and even the signals we send into space. It would have an unobstructed view of our solar system, and it could track the movements of objects and listen for technological activity. This makes Jupiter's system an ideal location for surveillance, and it raises the question: could 3I Atlas be a sentinel, silently observing and cataloging our activities? But if 3I Atlas is a sentinel, it's not the only one. If this object can slow down, adjust its trajectory, and settle into orbit around a planet, what's to say there aren't other objects like it scattered throughout the solar system? Could we have missed them, unaware of their presence? The discovery of 3I Atlas challenges everything we thought we knew about interstellar objects. What we once believed to be random, passive bodies drifting through space may, in fact, be highly advanced, intelligent systems sent to observe and monitor our activities without our knowledge. This realization is both awe-inspiring and unsettling. If there are more objects like 3I Atlas out there silently watching us, it suggests that we are not alone in the universe. We've always assumed that we were the center of our own story, the dominant force in the cosmos. But what if we've been wrong? What if we've been watched all along? As 3I Atlas settles into orbit around Jupiter, the implications of this discovery are becoming clear. We are not just witnessing an interstellar object passing through our solar system, we are witnessing the arrival of something far more complex, far more advanced. This is technology, not from our planet, but from somewhere beyond. And if 3I Atlas is just the beginning, it raises a whole new set of questions about the universe and our place in it. The discovery of 3I Atlas forces us to confront a new reality, one where we are not the only intelligent beings in the cosmos. The universe is far more active, far more populated than we ever imagined. And the technology behind 3I Atlas suggests that there are civilizations out there, civilizations that are far more advanced than our own, monitoring us and the solar system with a level of sophistication we can only begin to fathom. This discovery is just the beginning of a new era in space exploration. As we continue to study 3I Atlas and the data it sends back, we may uncover even more secrets about its origin, its purpose, and the technology that powers it. And as we move forward, we must ask ourselves, what else is out there waiting to be discovered? The answers may take years or even centuries to uncover, but one thing is certain: humanity's understanding of the universe has changed forever. We are no longer alone in the cosmos, and the discovery of 3I Atlas is just the first step in a journey that will redefine our place in the universe. Stay with us, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to follow the latest updates on 3I Atlas and the groundbreaking discoveries that are about to unfold. What happens next will change everything we thought we knew about space, technology, and the future of humanity.